Okay, so finding the derivative here, right?
Yeah.
So if we're finding the derivative of this question right here, then what you want to do, kids, what you want to do is change the radical to a fraction.
1/2.
Fractional exponent, yeah. Minus 5 to the x to the 4. So because you want to be able to use the power rule and the sum difference rules here to find the derivative. So h prime of x, now what we can do is we can use the power rule, bring this 1/2 down as a coefficient, right?
Yeah.
So that's 1/2 x, subtract 1. So 1/2 minus 1, which is 2 over 2, that's going to be negative 1/2. You see that? You see that? So if you have 1/2 and you subtract 1 whole from it, you want to write that as a 2 over 2, and that becomes a negative 1/2. Okay? You'll run into that quite a few times with the more practice you get. And then here the 4 comes down and multiplies by the 5, so that's 20x to the 4. Now, that's kind of the first step. What you'll see is that this negative 1/2 probably is going to be written in a little different form. It's going to be written in a radical form, especially because the question was in radical form. So if you look to the back of the book to check your answer and it's something a little bit different, then what you have to understand is that they might do this as far as simplification goes. 1 over 2 is 1/2, and then this negative brings this whole thing down to the denominator, and then it becomes positive. So it would be x to the power of positive 1/2 in the denominator, which actually is root x. Okay? So you might see this in the back of the textbook. They don't like negative exponents usually, simplifying, not negative exponents, and not really fractional exponents, but so when you have something like this, that's the same as 1 over x to the positive 1/2. That's one of the exponent laws. Okay? All right? So there's your answer there.